As we get ready for Game 2 of our Cavalier doubleheader, we have time for some between-game entertainment. We'll begin with featuring one of our fine sponsors who is with us all year long, and then we'll follow that with a look at a couple of Cavalier players who have played in the major leagues. All of that coming up right after this brief timeout.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Time now to say thank you to one of our fine sponsors who is supporting us all year long. Today we'd like to thank the Chippewa Valley Museum in Casper Park in Eau Claire for all the help they've provided us.
Oh, gather round, let's take a ride to the heart of the valley where the stories abide. In Eau Claire's Casper Park, where memories thrive. At the Chippewa Valley Museum, let's feel alive. Get in touch with the roots where the past unfolds. A century of change in the tales that it holds. From farm life to logging, it's a journey so grand, where curiosity blossoms and history's hand. Step into the farmhouse, the theater awaits, with laughter and stories that the heart celebrates. So come on now, take a leap of faith. Embrace the roots that make us brave. In the Chippewa Valley, together we'll see the beauty of culture, you and me. Oh, the Wisconsin Logging Museum, it whispers so clear of days long past when the lumber was near. Feel the rhythm of saws and the stories they sing. In the logging camp shadows, let your spirit take wing. Special exhibits, they sparkle and shine. A dance of ideas where the curious intertwine. So come on now, take a leap of faith. Embrace the roots that make us brave. In the Chippewa Valley, together we'll see the beauty of culture, you and me. Tuesdays through Saturdays, the doors open wide for every eager heart to come step inside. Temporary treasures and traveling displays, opening our minds in so many ways. Web exhibits await, just a click away, connecting our lives in a digital sway. Get the scoop, let your adventure begin. In the Chippewa Valley, together we win. Embrace the history, the laughter, the light. In each corner and corridor, the future feels bright. So come on now, take a leap of faith. Embrace the roots that make us brave. In the
Without this and other fine sponsors, we wouldn't be able to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Be sure to thank our sponsors whenever you get the opportunity. Stay tuned. Coming up is more Between Game Entertainment.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Since 1971, the Eau Claire Cavaliers have been a stepping stone to Major League Baseball for over a dozen players. We're going to recognize some of those Cavaliers who climbed the ladder to play in the major leagues in our feature called Cavaliers to MLB. Today in Cavaliers to MLB, we'll look at former Cavaliers Stan Royer and Tom Clawwitter who played with the Cavaliers in the 1980s and beyond.
Likely the most successful major leaguer to come from the Cavaliers, Stanley Dean Royer was born in the southern Illinois town of Olney to a St. Louis Cardinal household on August 31, 1967. The proof is in his name, Stanley, as in Stan Musial, and Dean as in Dizzy Dean. It seems Royer did not have a choice about baseball. Royer was initially drafted by the Atlanta Braves in the 10th round of the 1985 June amateur draft out of Charleston, Illinois High School, but he decided not to sign. Royer opted to attend college at nearby Eastern Illinois University and majored in economics. While at Eastern Illinois University, one of his teammates was another former Cavalier, Eric Hillman. During the summers of 1985 and 1986, Royer traveled to Wisconsin to play semi-pro baseball for the Eau Claire Cavaliers. The Chippewa River League typically did not allow players as young as Royer, but he agreed to devote 2 years to the team in exchange for allowance to play. In the fall of 1987, he had the honor of representing USA Baseball in Cuba during the Intercontinental Cup held in Cuba. The USA squad finished winning silver. The Oakland Athletics drafted Royer in the first round of the 1988 June amateur draft. In August of 1990, Royer was traded to the St. Louis Cardinals organization. He was a 1991 September call-up and made his major league debut on September 11th at Busch Stadium against the first-place Pittsburgh Pirates. While pinch hitting, he singled to left field. In 1994, Royer was picked up on waivers by the Boston Red Sox. The frustration of a sustained reserve role, difficulty in getting productive at-bats, and a growing family at home were all factors that persuaded Royer to choose retirement from professional baseball. While with the Cavaliers in 1985 and 1986, Royer played in 137 games with 176 hits and 410 at-bats. He hit with power with 37 doubles, 4 triples, and 29 home runs with a batting average of .429. Tom Clawwitter pitched for the Minnesota Twins in 1985. He appeared in 7 games, including 2 starts, without a decision. He came to the Cavaliers following his major league career. In June 1980, Clawwitter was drafted in the 19th round by the Los Angeles Dodgers. He began his professional career with the Dodgers rookie league team in Lethbridge, where he had the second most starts for a team that went 52-18. In 1981, he played for Lodi in the California League, winning 11 games. The following year, he moved up to AA San Antonio. In 1983, Clawwitter was released by the Dodgers and was picked up by the Minnesota Twins shortly after. He made his major league debut on April 14, 1985, against the Seattle Mariners. Clawwitter appeared in 7 games for the Twins, including 2 starts, but did not record a decision. His MLB career was brief, but it was a dream come true for the Wisconsin native. After his Major League Baseball days were over, in addition to playing for the Cavaliers, Clawwitter was a physical education teacher at Parker High School in Janesville, Wisconsin for 29 years, until his retirement in June 2015. He was the head varsity girls basketball coach at Parker for 26 seasons, guiding his teams to 16 conference titles, 12 state appearances, and 3 state championships. He was the AP State Coach of the Year for the 1992-93 season. Clawwitter ranked 5th in number of wins for Wisconsin high school girls basketball coaches with a .564 and 128 record. Clawwitter served as an assistant coach with the UW Whitewater baseball team. He had previously been an assistant with both Janesville Parkers and Janesville Craigs high school baseball teams. Clawwitter was inducted into the Wisconsin State League in 2007. Clawwitter played with the Cavaliers in 1998 and 99, and then again from 1997 through 2004. While with the Cavaliers, he had 13 pitching appearances and compiled a record of 11 wins and 2 losses. He threw 81 innings, allowing 25 earned runs and striking out 87, with an earned run average of 2.78.
Since 1971, the Eau Claire Cavaliers have long maintained a connection with Major League Baseball. We'll recognize more of that connection between games of the next Cavalier doubleheader. Meanwhile, get out to see a Cavalier game, as you never know which Cavalier player might just become a major leaguer.
All right, look at you taking the stairs. Who are you?
We're your lungs! We are proud of you for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early when it's more curable. Good to know. Well, I gotta go somewhere.
So do we.
So do we.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
You've been tuned to Cavalier Between Games. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Game 2 of today's Cavalier doubleheader.
When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Sladen's technology where you trust he can. From nowhere to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Sladen's on the way, your heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864-2833, get the IT help you desire. Call 715-864-2833 today.
NLWN-TV presents Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball.
Under the lights, where legends are born, diamond warriors with heart that's worn, uniform shining, proud on the field, a title to win, a promise revealed, every pitch thrown, every swing that we take, together we rise, oh make no mistake, with bats and with balls.
Follow the Cavaliers all season long as they strive for another Chippewa River Baseball League title.
Cavaliers striving, hear the crowd roar, seeking a title, we're hungry for more, every base we run, every cheer that we hear, united we stand, with nothing to fear.
So now, let's go out to the ballpark in today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game.
The stakes, this is our moment, let's make no mistake.
And welcome back to Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. Rick Olson, Jay Fall, Dan Petchow, and Amanda Lemler. And we're getting ready to bring you Game 2. I want to apologize. We totally lost our audio at the end of Game 1. So let me summarize that for you. Cavaliers did come away 7-4 winners over the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks. Cavs had 7 runs on 12 hits. They committed 1 error. For the Lumberjacks, they had 4 runs on 7 hits. They committed 3 errors. The winning pitcher was Eli Rathke. He went 5 1/3, gave up 4 runs, 3 of which were earned on 7 hits and 8 walks. Losing pitcher was Tyson Lucas. Now, for the Cavaliers, we're getting ready real soon to get started here. I'll tell you what, we're going to we'll come back with some lineups and so on in just a moment on NLWN-TV.
Gerald the Fish. What about, like, Joaquin Bartholomew? Joaquin Bartholomew.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya. Joaquin Bartholomew. What? How did you think of that?
I have no idea. Since we gave him that title, he should honestly be the king of the pond.
King of the pond.
Yeah.
He's out there somewhere.
For real.
You want this one?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
All right.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Okay, we're back here at Casper Park, and there is no scoreboard operator for the second game. John had to leave, but we're just about getting ready to get started. So the starting lineups, first of all, for the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks, leading off playing second base will be Nolan Hutzler. And I'm looking for a blue marker. Here it is over here. I knew I'd find it eventually. So Nolan Hutzler is playing second base. Playing right field is Blake Tripler. Then playing third base is Tyson Lucas. And on the mound is Kellen Smith. Batting fifth and behind the plate is Carter Veith. Batting sixth is Jake Varsho. He's at shortstop. And leading things off for the Cavaliers is Brayton Tillman. Tillman went 2 for 4 in the first game. And the first pitch, that's a called strike right down the middle. Matt Martineau is the extra hitter for Chippewa. CJ Varsho's out in center field. Caleb Gardo is at first base. And a pop-up out into center field. Falls in for a base hit. So Brayton Tillman singles to center to start things off in game 2. It's going to bring up Xavier Bemnister, who also went 2 for 4. Rounding out the lineup for the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks is Trevor Franz out in left field. And the first pitch was called ball. Shows bunt, puts down the first baseline, but foul for a strike. Smith looking in and delivers. There is a strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caden Erickson is on deck for the Cavaliers. And the runner goes, pitches inside for a ball, stolen base by Tillman. Pitches outside for a ball. Full count now to Xavier Bemnister. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. One away, 1 on. Brings up Caden Erickson, who went 2 for 4. And the pitch is inside for a ball. Sam Knickerbocker on deck. He'll be followed by Logan Hesselman and Aiden Pankratz. Pitch is inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that one's fouled back to the screen. Ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. It's outside. Counts even at 2-2. Three balls, 2 strikes to Caden Erickson. And the pitch, that's outside for ball 4. Cavs have 2 runners on now. It's going to bring up Sam Knickerbocker, who went 2 for 4 in game 1. First 4 batters for the Cavaliers all went 2 for 4 in game 1. By the way, in that game, Andrew Milner picked up a save for the Cavaliers. That was the one pitching statistic we didn't mention. One ball, no strikes outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That's high for 3 balls and no strikes to Sam Knickerbocker. Kellen Smith on the mound. Making his first appearance on the mound this year. There's a strike called. Tall right-hander. And that one got Knickerbocker. So we have the bases loaded for the Cavaliers. I don't see a courtesy runner in there for Knickerbocker yet. Took a peek at his elbow. You know, you're not supposed to rub it. Yeah, I think we're going to get the courtesy runner now. Mason Yarrington is in there for him. And Logan Hesselman went 0 for 3 in game 1. But he did have a sacrifice fly to left with an RBI. One ball, no strikes. There's a strike. Smith at the belt, and he delivers. It's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and the bases are loaded. And the pitch. Inside to Hesselman. 3-1 is the count. Nowhere to put him. Tillman is on third. Erickson on second. Yarrington is on first. And a strike called, so the count goes full. Smith's payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate. Count holds at 3-2. And the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So 2 down. So Aiden Pankratz went 1 for 2 in game 1. And the first pitch is a called strike at the knees. And the pitch is high for a ball. One ball and 1 strike with 2 down. And the pitch. That's high and away for ball 2. Bases loaded. Cavs would sure like to get something across the plate. And the pitch. That's outside. 3 balls and a strike to Aiden Pankratz. Got his first hit as a Cavalier in the last game. And there's a strike called.
Debt doesn't have to be complicated. Let Marine Credit Union simplify your debt so you can feel good about your money. Schedule time to get started at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive, there's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
Credit Union is rewarding you for making on-time loan payments with our My Loan Rewards program. Take out a loan, open a checking account with a qualified direct deposit, and get money back. Chart your course. Get details at marinecu.com. Federally insured by Instant.
Okay, we had some technical issues there. And that's called strike as Kellen Smith is at the plate. Lumberjacks have picked up a run. It's outside for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Smith on an error by Hutzler. Well, he got on an error. Single by Blake Tripler, and then Tyson Lucas got on an error. And strike 3 called to Kellen Smith. But Lucas's error drove in Hutzler, and it's 1-0. So we have, and the Cavaliers ended up going down in the first inning with no runs on 1 hit. There's a ground ball through the hole out in left field. A run comes in. And so it's a base hit by Carter Veith. And he gets an RBI as Tripler comes in to score. And we have runners on the corners. I think it's only 2. Yeah, okay. And there is a foul ball off the left side. 2-0, Lumberjacks on top. They're over to first and back in time. Amanda, stay away. Don't need to get both of them. Get in tighter. And there's a strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Jake Varsho. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Now that I think we have most of our technical problems, at least for the time being, taken care of. It pitches outside for a ball. We'll keep our fingers crossed. And the pitch, it's outside. And that'll load up the bases. First pitch was fouled away for a strike. With Matt Mortensen, the extra hitter. And the pitch. Inside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. James Schutte throwing a lot of pitches this first inning. There's a foul off out of play. Counts even at 2-2. That's high and away. The count goes full. 1 out. Bases loaded. And the pitch. And strike 3 called. So there are now 2 down. Bases are still loaded, and stepping up is C.J. Varsho. Varsho went 0 for 2 in the first game. And the pitch is outside for a ball. Foul back into the screen. Here's the wind in the pitch. Fly ball out towards center field. Tillman coming on, and it's going to fall in between Tillman and Pankratz. And 2 runs come in to score as Varsho singles to left center field. As that brought in Carter Veith and Jake Varsho. And that pitch just missed inside to Caleb Gardo. Swing and a miss for a strike. And the pitch. That's high and inside. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Throw it on to second. It's not going to be in time. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down to Gardo. That's foul ball off the first base side. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And the pitch. And that missed high. 3-2 is the count. And the pitch. That's down low for ball 4. And it loads the bases back up. Second walk of the inning given up by Schutte. It brings up Trevor Franz, who's the 10th batter this inning. 33 pitches already for James Schutte. There's a strike called. And the pitch. Foul back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Cavs finally get out of the bottom of the first, not before they gave up 4 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error, and the bases were left loaded. So we've played 1 inning. And it's the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 4, Cavaliers nothing on NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Casper Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Auto Vision Center in Eau Claire, your source for auto glass repair and replacement. Their quality work comes complete with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. When it comes to windshield repair and replacement, Auto Vision Center provides mobile auto glass services with free estimates. So if your windshield needs help, call Auto Vision Center today. That's Auto Vision Center at 1631 North Claremont in Eau Claire. Call 715-834-5277.
We're back here at Casper Park. In spite of all the technical issues we've been having, we're ready to continue with Game 2. Ashton Kroll at the plate for the Cavaliers. In the top of the second, he went 2 for 3 in Game 1, and the first pitch was a ball. And there's a strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's a ball. Two balls and 1 strike. And that's 3 balls, 1 strike. And that pitch is outside. So Ashton Kroll draws a walk. And the first pitch is a called strike to Cole Timon. Timon went 0 for 4 in Game 1. Kroll takes his lead at first. And the pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. And the pitch. And that one missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think Carter V thought he had a strikeout that time. He was going to fire it down the horn. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's going to bring up Jerome Delikowski. Delikowski went 0 for 2 in Game 1. He did hit a sacrifice fly to center field. Also picked up an RBI when he grounded to third. And there's a strike at the belt. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Smith at the belt, and he delivers outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Kellen Smith has got 4 strikeouts so far. And the pitch, down low. 2-2 is the count. Smith delivers. There's a shot right into the glove of Hutzler at second. Little soft line drive to Hutzler for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Trenton Palmer. Palmer went 1 for 3 in game 1. And there's a foul right back into the screen. And the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. And here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called. And the Cavaliers go down in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We've played an inning and a half, and it's the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 4 and the Cavaliers nothing on NLWN-TV.
Kroll was left on base.
I can't bounce.
1-2, 1-2.
Oh my God. Wait, look. Wait, look at me.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
And we head to the bottom of the second inning. Due up for the Lumberjacks. Top of the order, Nolan Hutzler, Blake Tripler, and Tyson Lucas. Hutzler got on an error his first time up. Here he hits a high pop-up. First baseline, Delikowski under it in foul territory, and he makes the catch. Dangerous spot there for Jerome Delikowski. It was right about at the bag, and he had to step over the base without tripping on it. He was pretty careful. Speaking of tripping, here's Blake Tripler. I got a laugh out of Dan. Pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tripler. He singled to right field his first time up. That missed high and away. And the pitch. There's a strike called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shooty winds and fires. Fouled at the plate. Off the mask of Knickerbocker. And there's a fly ball out towards left field. Pankratz can't make the catch from his knees. And checking into second base is Tripler. I think he'll be awarded a hit on that. He's got a 2-hit game going. That'll bring up Tyson Lucas. Cavs had a real good opportunity to cut that inning short. Pitch is high for a ball. Lucas grounded back to the pitcher, and then Schutte firing it to first put it right off the number 9 on Lucas's back. There's a ground ball over to second. Kroll fires to first in time. And it moved Tripler over to third. Kellen Smith, who's a victim of a strikeout, looking his first time up. And that was low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Schutte at the belt, and he delivers a ground ball over to third. Picked up by Bemnister, throw to first. And they got him. A bang-bang play at first, but they got him. Good throw that time by Xavier Bemnister. And for the Lumberjacks, no runs, 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. We've played 2, and it's the Lumberjacks 4, Cavaliers nothing on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Wednesday, May 20th when the Cavaliers take on the Eau Claire Bears. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with In the Dugout show at 6:30. That's Cavalier Baseball on Wednesday, May 20th on NLWN-TV.
Cavalier baseball, we're ready to fight!
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum. Located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
And don't forget about the 3 Chippewa Valley area museums that are teaming up with that new exhibit, the U.S. at 250. It all started at the Chippewa Area History Center in Chippewa Falls. It's now at the Chippewa Valley Museum in Eau Claire with the Civil War up through the early 20th century, and then it will head over to Menominee's Rossback Museum with mid-20th century through today. So check out the website at cvmuseum.com for more information. And to take us through the middle innings, here's Jay Fall.
Thanks, Rick. Cavaliers have a substitution. Ryan Hull is going to go in for Cole Timon as the extra hitter. Leading off for the Cavs here in the third is Brayton Tallman. He had a base hit to start things off. That pitch high. Ball 2. Strike on the inside, the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike.
This final game 1 of their doubleheader is the Jim Fall Sturgeons 6, the Osseo Merchants 3. And another game 1 final, Cadott Red Sox 6 and the Augusta Athletics 2 in other CRBL action today.
Tillman looking at a 2-2 count. Pitch. Ball hit out into right field, and having to scramble in to get it is Tripler, and he does for out number 1.
NLWN-2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menominee Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, June 8th, as the Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers and the Afton Red Sox from Carson Park in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, June 8th on NLWN-2.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Catches the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. And that pitch a ball. 1-1. Ball fouled back for strike 2. The pitch. That one inside for ball 2. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Cavs in the top of the 3rd. Smith's pitch. Low for ball 3. Full count. 3-2 to Erickson. And that pitch is high, and he gets his second walk of the afternoon, or this game, I should say.
It was for the afternoon, too. I just looked at that, and he did not walk in game 1. So.
Oh, okay.
You were right. As usual, you were right.
Oh, sure. Sam Knickerbocker steps into the batter's box for the Cavaliers. He got a free base as he was hit by a pitch in the first inning. That ball outside for ball 1. Erickson leading on first. In comes the pitch. Knickerbocker got a piece of it, but fouled down outside the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch outside for ball 2. 2-1. And Knickerbocker with a ball out to center field, and C.J. Varsho under it for the 3rd out. So for the Cavaliers' 3rd inning, there were no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left. Score at the end of 2.5 innings of play. The Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 4, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 0 on NLWN-TV.
Sunset House Motel and RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas. is your destination for your next fishing or hunting adventure. With 20 rooms available including condos and RV spots, Sunset House Motel and RV Park is the place where outdoor sports people stay when they're looking for fishing and hunting adventure. Sunset House Motel and RV Park is located only a few blocks from the dock and is within walking distance to all the local restaurants. Call them at 956-944-2182 to book your stay. That's Sunset House Motel and RV Park in Fort Mansfield, Texas.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
2 up for the Lumberjacks in the third. Carter Veith, Jake Varsho, and Matt Martineau. The Lumberjacks lead the nightcap here 4-0 over the Eau Claire Cavaliers. James Schutte still on the mound.
I know that Ryan Bemnister is very reluctant to put Andrew Milner in other than he did for that inning or so to wrap things up in game one. Simply because I think he'd like him to throw the game on, or to pitch the game on Wednesday against the Bears. He does have some other arms available. Schutte's run up a pitch count that's relatively high.
And first pitch to Carter Veith is high for ball one.
That's his 44th pitch.
And swing and a miss for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Schutte pulled the string on that one. Carter Veith was out in front of it.
And that pitch high, ball 2, 2-1. That breeze still steady from right to left. And that one right down the middle for strike 2, 2-2. Third ball, full count, 3-2. And ball hit foul off the right field line. Count is still full. And ball hit to right field. Getting in there for the Cavaliers. For the catch is Palmer. 1 down for the Lumberjacks. And first pitch to Jake Varsho fouled out of play down the third base side. And next pitch by Schutte goes in the middle for a strike. That ball low and outside for ball 1. 1-2. The wind, the throw. This time fouled back over the top of us. Here in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility. 2-2 the count. And Varsho backs away from that one. Third ball, count is full. Ball hit to the in between first and second. Throw from Kroll to Delikowski for the second out of the third inning for the Lumberjacks. Now coming up is extra hitter Matt Martineau, and he struck out in the first. Shoot, he looks, winds, throws, and first pitch is high, ball one. Shooty winds again, right down the pike for strike one, 1-1.
Martineau has quite a low crouch in his stance.
Ball hit foul down the first base side. Jerome's going to go after it and then stop short of the fence, let it go out.
That could have hurt.
Yeah, big time. Especially it's a little chilly today.
Might have hurt the fence, actually.
Yeah.
Jerome's a lot of force coming into that fence.
Might have left a mark, too. You never know. Martineau looks. That pitch high. Ball 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
That's a tough one to lay off when you've got 2 strikes on you.
And that one fouled back into the screen. C.J. Varsho will trot out to get that one and send it back to the umpire. Still 2-2. That one low for ball 3, full count. Ball popped up into the infield. Coming to get it is Erickson, and that retires the Lumberjacks. So in the third inning for the Lumberjacks, no runs, no hits, no errors, and there were no runners left. Score at the end of 3 complete innings of play is the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks 4, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 0 on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menominee Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, June 8th, as the Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers and the Afton Red Sox from Carson Park in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, June 8th on NLWN-2.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
And we're back here at Casper Park, and there we go. Okay.
Oh.
Switches are getting confused. So bail me out here, Jay.
All right. Ryan Hesselman will lead off the 4th inning for the Cavaliers. He struck out in the first inning. Cavs trail 4-0. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. We're in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at Gannon Family Baseball Field at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. One and one count. Kellen Smith. Oh, that one high-headed, brushed him back a little bit for ball 2.
We call that chin music.
Yeah. Ball tipped back into the fence. 2-2. And that pitch called a ball. 3-2 the count, full.
They wanted the umpire to appeal, but there's only one umpire.
I wondered why he pointed down there. There's nobody to point to. And next pitch comes in as a ball for a walk for Hesselman.
So the Cavs get the leadoff runner on. They need some base runners, and they need to get him across the plate.
Aiden Pankrantz is the next batter. He struck out in the first as well. Smith's pitch, high for ball one.
Yeah, both those strikeouts, Hesselman's and Pankrantz, came with the bases loaded. Cavs had a chance to put something on the board right away and couldn't get them across.
Foul tip for strike one. 1-1 the count. Logan Hesselman, couple of strides at first. Pitch goes inside for ball two. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hesselman waiting to advance at first. Smith peeks over there quick. Delivers. Fouled out over the fence. Count still 2-2. And strike 3 called. So that's the first out for the Cavs here in the 4th inning. Brings up Ashton Kroll. And he got on with a walk in the 2nd inning when he batted last. Hesselman still waiting to advance over on first base. Throw, swing and a miss. Strike 1. The throw, swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 the count. And that ball bounces in front of the plate and goes back to the backstop. And Hesselman will move to second on a pass ball. One and two, the count. Smith delivers, helmet high for ball 2. Fouled back into the backstop. Still 2-2.
Ashton Kroll giving Smith a battle.
Smith looks, then fires. Another one bounces in front of the plate.
That's another wild pitch to move Hesselman over.
Two wild pitches in this at bat. Full count, 3-2. Smith winds and delivers and sends it over the plate for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kellen Smith. Coming up to the plate now is Ryan Hall. In for Cole Tyman. And first pitch, a strike to Hull. Hesselman waiting to come in. Hopefully Hull can get him across. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Chased the high heat on that one.
That one fouled off his bat.
He did a pretty good job of holding up on his swing, but the ball found the bat.
Yep. Pitch high. Ball 1. 1-2. The pitch. Tip back into the backstop. Count remains 1-2. Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 4, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 0 in Game 2 of today's doubleheader. And that pitch high. 3 deuces, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that pitch high and outside. Full count, 3-2.
Kellen Smith up to 55 pitches. That's by our unofficial count.
And ball popped up to first base. And it is caught to retire the side. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. Score at the end of 3.5. Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 4, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 0 on NLWN-TV.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
In November of 2018, our daughter Jana passed away. The outpouring of support was unbelievable. Support that we received inspired us to start a foundation called the Jana Kelly Memorial Foundation. And through that foundation,
we've given back in a lot of different ways, through projects, through different other charities that we've supported. We like to help Humane Association, and the Ronald McDonald House is something that's very near and dear to us. We've also recently, this last year, we actually built a tiny house. It's really exciting to be able to give back in different ways.
To learn more or to help financially, find us on Facebook or www.janakelly.com.
Fourth inning, and it's C.J. Varsho to lead things off. First pitch outside for a ball. C.J. had a 2 RBI single in the first. Pitch ended up in the same place from Schutte for ball 2. High and outside. Schutte throws. That one also outside. 3-0. The count. And that's a ball for a walk. Caleb Gardo comes up now for the Lumberjacks. He walked the first time he was up in the first inning.
With as many pitches that Schutte has thrown, that's only the third walk he's given up.
Delivers. Ball fouled back out of play. Strike 1. CJ Varsho, a few strides out. Pitch outside for ball 1.
We have some activity going on in the Cavalier bullpen. Mason Yarrington is warming up.
That pitch outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Schutte delivers right down the middle for strike 2. 2-2 the count. And Gardo's ball into right field, and not being able to pull it in is Palmer. He's going to end up with a double and holding on to, let's see, Varsho will stop at third.
That ball kept tailing away from Palmer. He was trying to chase it down. They were just not going to be able to get there.
Yeah, that breeze is coming in pretty steady from right field. You can tell the bottom half of the covering of the right field fence flips up pretty far. And it's been doing that pretty much all afternoon. Schutte delivers bunt, and that ends up just on the far side of the infield and scores a run.
They run the safety squeeze, and it was extra safety. So give Franz an RBI.
Caleb Gardo moves to third. And Nolan Hutzler shows bunt. And for ball 1. So it's now 5-0 Lumberjacks. And that ball bunted out of play, but a nice grab by Delikowski.
Double play. So give Delikowski a web gem on that one. That goes as a foul caught by Delikowski, and then he fired it over to first for the double play. It brings up Blake Tripler, who has 2 hits.
Double and a single. And first pitch, a strike. Ball hit foul. down the left field side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the ball gets past Kroll, but he manages to pull it in, and he doesn't get it over there quite in time.
Delikowski thought he had it in time. Kroll had to hurry the throw because it wasn't a clean catch by him. So that's going to go as an infield hit. And an RBI. As Gardo came in to score.
It brings up Tyson Lucas, who was thrown out at first in the second inning and got on with by an error in the first. And the ball hit down the third base line. Throw over to Delikowski. Did not get it from Bemnister. And going all the way to third is Tripler. And the
error on the throw. So Tyson Lucas is on an error by Delikowski. And Tripler comes in to score on the error on the throw. And we're going to get conference at the mound as Lucas ended up on second base on the second error by Delikowski. And they're having the umpires coming out to hurry things along a little bit. And Ryan Bemnister said everything he had to say. Mason Yarrington still warming up in the bullpen. Seven to nothing, Cavaliers trail.
Kellen Smith up to bat for the Lumberjacks. First pitch inside, ball 1. Delivery, that one a strike. 1-1. So Tyson Lucas on second. Judy takes a quick look at him, delivers, and throws ball 2. 2-1. Inside and low, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Lucas at second. Schutte takes a look. Throws it back there. And Lucas gets back. And ball 4. And Kellen Smith awarded a base on balls. Brings up Carter Veith, who had a base hit to left in the first inning and flew out to right in the third. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And another strike right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shooty will throw. That ball popped up, and it is caught by Ashton Kroll to end the inning. But not until the Lumberjacks score 3 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 Cavalier errors and 2 runners left. Score at the end of 3.5 innings of play is the Eau Claire Cavaliers 0, the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 7 on NLWN-TV.
Debt doesn't have to be complicated. Let Marine Credit Union simplify your debt so you can feel good about your money. Schedule time to get started at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Marine Credit Union is rewarding you for making on-time loan payments with our My Loan Rewards program. Take out a loan, open a checking account with a qualified direct deposit, and get money back. Chart your course. Get details at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to the Gannon Family Baseball Field at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. We've completed 4, and the host team, Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks, lead the Eau Claire Cavaliers 7-0 here in the nightcap.
And welcome back to the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility. We are awfully happy to have them on board this year.
Due up for the Cavs, Delikowski, Palmer, and Tillman. So we're in the number 9 and 10 positions in the batting order for the Cavs, and then we'll be back to the top of the lineup. Jerome Delikowski stepping in. Kellen Smith still the pitcher for the Lumberjacks. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And that one goes into the dirt. That pitch for ball 1, 1-1. Delikowski chops the ball to third base. The throw from Lucas to Gardo for the first out.
That reminds me of Jerome when we did a Cavalier profile interview. He talked about his superpower that he wished he could have was speed because he doesn't have any. And he demonstrated that right there.
Trenton Palmer now the batter. He struck out in the second inning. First pitch from Smith goes wide, ball 1.
Yarrington back up throwing in the bullpen.
The pitch right down the middle for strike 1. 1-1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No base runners, 1 out. That throw high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another high pitch. Brings the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And looking at strike 3, Trenton Palmer for the second out of the inning.
That's the 8th strikeout of the game for Smith.
Now to the top of the order for the Cavs, it's Brayton Tillman. He had a base hit in the first and flew out to right field in the third. That pitch low for ball 1. And that one a foul. Off his shin. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Cavalier bats have been really quiet in this game. They only have 1 hit, and that was courtesy of Brayton Tillman.
The throw above the shoulders for ball 2. 2-1. Ball high. 3 balls, 1 strike.
It's what we call a hitter's pitch. See if Tillman can be a hitter.
And Tillman does hit it off into left field, and getting under it is Franz for the 3rd out of the 5th inning for the Cavs. And so no runs, no hits, no errors, no base runners. Score at the end of 4.5 innings of play. The Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 7, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 0 on NLWN-TV.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive, there's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
And we're back here at the Gannon Family Baseball Field and the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility. And Amanda's getting pretty darn hungry over here on the camera. And Amanda's never been one to not let us know when that's happening.
Well, I'm kind of right there with her.
I am too. Dan brought a feast with him, but it's just not going very far.
Yeah. Thanks for the Sunday brunch, Dan. Okay, for the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks in the bottom of the 5th, Jake Varsho will lead off, followed by Matt Martineau and CJ Varsho.
New rump on the bump for the Cavaliers is Mason Yarrington.
First pitch for Mason. Ball hit out into center field, and coming up with it With a catch, Tillman for the first out. Matt Martineau now comes up to the plate. He's the extra hitter. Struck out in the first, flew out to short in the third. Yarrington delivers. Inside ball one. Yarrington's pitch goes over the top of the glove of Knickerbocker. No base runners to worry about yet, though. Yarrington delivers a high one, ball two. Ball three, make that. And another high pitch for ball four. And heading to the base, first base, Martineau.
Thank you.
By the way, the numbers for James Schutte, he went 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, but only 2 of those were earned runs. On 6 hits, he walked 4 and struck out 3.
And ball popped up behind the third base on deck circle. CJ Varsho, the batter. At pitch.
Low and away.
Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Varsho again with a foul tip. Down the third base side. Out of play. That pitch high. Ball 3, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yarrington delivers. Ball 4.
He's not missing by much.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Caleb Gardo. Runners on first and second. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Harrington finding the zone on the last couple. Takes a look at second, throws. That one inside, ball 1. 1 and 2. Next pitch fouled over the top of the concession stand, right behind home plate. Harrington delivers again, another one fouled back and out of play. That one's going to drop close to the bleachers outside the fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mason Yarrington to Caleb Gardo. Yarrington delivers. Ball gets loose. Runners advance. So runners on second and third now. 2-2 the count. Yarrington delivers. Ball hit out into left center. Martineau will score. On a 1 RBI single to the left by Caleb Gardo. CJ Varsho is on third. 1 out. Lumberjacks lead 8-0. And that ball fouled over the Cavs dugout on the first base side. Out of play. Strike 1. That pitch inside. Ball 1. 1-1-1 the count. Next pitch is high. Ball 2. 2-1. Another high pitch from Mason Yarrington for ball 3. 3-1. Lumberjacks lead the Cavaliers 8-0 here in the nightcap of this doubleheader. And that pitch low for ball 4.
And that's going to bring a trip to the mound by Ryan Bemnister. Yarrington started off well and then has really struggled to find the strike zone. Walked 3 of the next 4 batters.
Due up, top of the order, Nolan Hutzler for the Lumberjacks.
Last time Hutzler was up, Jerome Delikowski made a spectacular play over at first, catching a foul ball and then flipping it over to first for the double play.
And first pitch from Yarrington to Hutzler is a strike. Wine, the delivery. Hutzler right out into the glove of Palmer. And the runners are going to stay put.
They weren't going to test the arm of Palmer. That's 2 down.
Bases are loaded for Blake Tripler, who has had a 3-hit day. 2 singles and a double. First pitch, just outside, ball 1. Wind and the throw. That one hit hard out to center field. 1 run will score. That's CJ Varsho. And the throw, did they get him? Yes. They tagged Caleb Gardo.
So give him a single. Tripler gets a single as Gardo comes in to score. And France is put out at the plate 9-2.
So in the 5th inning for the Lumberjacks, we have 3 runs on 2 hits.
I think it's only 2 runs.
Oh, 2, okay. 2 runs.
Oh, wait, you might be right. Because I don't have him scoring, and he did.
6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so
3 runs.
3 runs on 2 hits, and let's see, there were no Cavalier errors, and 1 runner left. Score at the end of 5 complete innings of play, the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 9, Eau Claire Cavaliers 0 on NLWN-TV.
Auto Vision Center in Eau Claire, your source for auto glass repair and replacement. Their quality work comes complete with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. When it comes to windshield repair and replacement, Auto Vision Center provides mobile auto glass services with free estimates. So if your windshield needs help, call Auto Vision Center today. That's Auto Vision Center at 1631 North Claremont in Eau Claire. Call 715-834-5277.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Top of the 6th inning here at Casper Park, and to take us the rest of the way, here's Rick.
Xavier Bemnister to lead things off for the Cavaliers. Takes the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. He'll be followed by Caden Erickson and then Sam Knickerbocker. He grounds it back up the middle. Picked up at second. Throw to first is in time. Hutzler over to Gardo. That'll bring up Erickson. He does not have an official at bat in this game. He's walked twice. He hits a sinking liner out into right field. It falls in for a base hit. Gets past the right fielder. Erickson digs for second, and he's going to check in there with a stand-up double. That one did the same thing as the one the Lumberjacks hit a couple innings ago. Just kept tailing away and tailing away. One by Gardo. Sam Knickerbocker at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Did get on when he was hit by the pitch. That was back in the first inning. Line shot foul on the first base side. There's a line shot out into left field, falls in for a base hit. Erickson's going to hold up at third as Knickerbocker singles. Cavs have 2 runners on. And the person who used to be the courtesy runner is now the pitcher, so he can't come in a courtesy run. There's a strike call to Logan Hesselman. Struck out and walked. Runners take their leads. There's a foul ball down the first baseline. Giving Brian Maher a workout down there. It's the second one he's had to chase way down that way.
Yep. He's got 2 in his hands now.
And the pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Blake Tripler is now pitching. And there's a ground ball through left field. Coming in to score is Erickson. So Logan Hesselman, or check that, Pankratz gets a single to left with an RBI. And Erickson comes in to score. That'll bring up Ashton Kroll. First pitch is a strike. That pitch is outside for a ball. Tripler delivers. That's down in the dirt for a ball. The numbers on Kellen Smith. He went 5 innings, gave up no runs on 1 hit, walked 3, struck out 8. 2 balls and 1 strike to Ashton Kroll. And that's a foul ball out of play on the right side. Counts even at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. It's outside. Count goes full. Traveling time now for Knickerbocker and Pankratz. They'll be off on the pitch. There they go. And the pitch is outside for ball 4. Cavs load the bases now. It brings up Ryan Hull. Chance to maybe get the Cavs back into this game a little bit. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Tripler threw that one by him. Starts his motion and the pitch. That's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. That's high and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's down low. Top of the 6th inning. Cavs finally on the board. Fouled back into the screen by Ryan Hall. And the count is 3-2. Runner should be off on this pitch. Runners are going, and that's down in the dirt. As Sammy Knickerbocker comes in to score. And it's an RBI walk for Ryan Hull. Brings up Jerome Delikowski. First pitch is a called strike. Delikowski's 0 for 2. Line to second and grounded to third. Strike 2 at the letters. And there's a foul off out of play on the right side. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Check swing, strike 3 called. So Delikowski goes down, but the Cavaliers do pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and the bases were left loaded. We've played 5.5, and it's the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 9 and the Cavaliers 2 on NLWN-TV.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Wednesday, May 20th when the Cavaliers take on the Eau Claire Bears. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with In the Dugout show at 6:30. That's Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, May 20th on NLWN-TV.
Cavalier baseball, we're ready to fight!
And we're back here at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. Heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks on top of the Cavaliers 9-2, and due up for the Lumber Jacks we have Tyson Lucas, Kellen Smith, and Carter Veith. Yarrington's pitch is high for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Tyson Lucas is 0 for 3. Fouls that one back into the screen. Got on an error in the first inning, and then got on an error in the 4th. There's a fly ball out towards right field. Palmer coming in. He makes the catch. That'll bring up Kellen Smith. Oh for 2. Struck out, grounded to third, and drew a walk. That one's down in the dirt for a ball. Jay's pulling out another layer. It's getting chilly in this.
It is.
In the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility. And it's fouled back into the screen. Yeah, they're warm-hearted people over there. They could save some of that heat for us. And that pitch is high. 3 balls and no strikes to Kellen Smith. Yarrington delivers. That's fouled back. 3-1. 3-2 is the count. Yarrington winds, and the payoff pitch. Popped up, foul territory, and out of play. Off the roof of the Cavalier dugout. And the pitch. Just missed high. And Smith draws a walk. That'll bring up Carter Veith. Veith is 1 for 3. Singled and scored back in the first inning. Then he flew out to right and popped to second. That pitch made him duck a little. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a pop-up. Delikowski coming in, and he makes a catch. That'll bring up Jake Varsho. Varsho's 0 for 2. He drew a walk, but then he grounded to second and flew out to center. Knickerbocker knocks that pitch down. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 down. And the pitch. Ground ball foul down the first baseline. A ball and a strike with 2 down. Smith on first. Throw over to first. And it gets past Delikowski, and Smith goes down to second. That's going to be an error on Yarrington on the wide throw at first. By my count, that's the 5th error on the Cavaliers tonight. Pitch is outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Smith at second. Jake Varsho at the plate, and it's ball 4. So now with runners at first and second, brings up Matt Martineau. He drew a walk his last time up, came around and scored. He also struck out and popped to short. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And the pitch, pop up. Delikowski coming in, and he makes a catch. So, there were no runs on no hits. There was 1 Cavalier error, and 2 were left on base. So, we've played 6 innings, and it's the Lumberjacks 9 and the Cavaliers 2 on NLWN-TV.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum. Located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
Chippewa Valley Area Museums are teaming up for a new exhibit, the U.S. at 250. The Chippewa Area History Center in Chippewa Falls opened the exhibit, and now the Chippewa Valley Museum in Eau Claire continues the exhibit with Civil War history through the early 20th century. That will be followed by Menominey's Rossback Museum with mid-20th century through today. Check out cvmuseum.com for more information.
Leading things off in the top of the 7th inning, last chance for the Cavaliers here is Trenton Palmer. He struck out twice in this game. And he grounds that one over to first. Grabbed there by Gardo, and he makes the out. Takes us back to the top of the order. Brayton Tillman, he's 1 for 3 in this game. Pitch is a little bit low for a ball. And that one's down low. Ball 2. And a chopper foul. And that's down low. 3 balls and a strike. Hutzler is now playing right field, as Smith has gone to second base. And that's a strike at the knees. Swing and a miss. Tillman goes down on strikes. And Xavier Bemnister represents the final chance for the Cavaliers. There's a hard hit ground ball out into left field. And Bemnister keeps things alive for the Cavs. It's going to take a minor miracle here, but, it is baseball, and opera ain't over till the fat lady sings. She might be warming up pretty well, but she hasn't started singing yet. Caden Erickson at the plate looks at the first pitch for a ball. And the pitch. That's high and away, ball 2. And there's a foul ball out of play. Tripler at the belt, looks at first, and delivers. There's a pop-up in the infield, backing up his guard. Oh, and he makes the catch, and that's going to do it. So, Cavaliers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Final score in this one, the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 9 and the Cavaliers 2. And we'll be back with the summary of this right after this timeout on NLWN-TV.
You've been watching Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball on NLWN-TV. This copyrighted presentation has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network in conjunction with the Eau Claire Cavaliers, and is intended for the enjoyment of the viewing and listening audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, or reproduction, in any form, without the express written consent of the Northern Light Webcasting Network LLC and the Eau Claire Cavaliers is prohibited. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Talkin' Baseball, with a look back at today's game.
It'd be 5 hits.
Yeah.
Time now for Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, back out to the ballpark.
And we're back here. Well, now we're back. There we go. Yeah, this mixer needs some serious cleaning, I think. The buttons aren't working real well. But anyway, we're back here at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls, where the Cavs dropped the second game of the doubleheader 9-2 to the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks. Lumber Jacks come back and gain the split in today's doubleheader. Cavaliers had 2 runs on 5 hits. They committed 5 errors, and the Lumberjacks had 9 runs on 7 hits. They committed no errors. Winning pitcher was Kellen Smith, and he went 5 innings, gave up no runs on 1 hit, walked 3, and struck out 8. Losing pitcher was James Schutte. He went 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, 2 of which were earned. On 6 hits, he walked 4 and struck out 3. We're waiting for Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister to come up here and talk with us, and I'm sure he will very shortly. Jay, your initial thoughts?
Well, it was a tough second game for the Cavaliers, with the bats going a little bit colder, and the pitching not quite as strong in that second game, where in the first game with Eli Rathke and Andrew Milner finishing out, the Cavs, it's a tough split, and so be interested in hearing Ryan's thoughts on as he comes up.
And Eli Rathke in game 1 kind of redeemed himself a bit, going 6 plus innings and picking up that win. And coming in to join us right now is Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister. And, you know, this seems to be an annual thing where early in the season you pick up a split with the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks.
Yeah, that's what good teams do. They're a good team, we're a good team. You split. So it's just a weird split. It was a weird second game.
Things just didn't want to go well for the Cavs. 5 errors, and they gave Chippewa extra at bats as a result, and you can't do that against a good team and expect to come away on top.
No, you can't. It's too bad for Schutz because he threw really well, but the result wasn't really what we wanted, and it's not his fault by any means. So.
Yeah, he gave up 7 runs, but only 2 of those runs were earned runs.
Yeah, that's frustrating for a pitcher too, because all day long he says, he comes back, he goes, "They're not beating me. We're just not making plays." And I think, yeah, that's what's happened. It's a bad day. We had a bad second half.
Now, the first game, on the other hand, the Cavs looked pretty strong. They looked like the Cavs that we saw last week Wednesday. And we were just saying it before you got up here. Eli Rathke did a nice job of redeeming himself after that opener with over 6 innings of pretty quality pitching and holding the Lumberjacks down.
Yeah, it was good. It was really nice to see him get back out there and do what he did. We know that he's better than what that first game was, so he got what the normal Rathke was today, which is good. That's why we rely on him. So,
and it's got to do good things for his confidence to know that, yeah, he still got it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But there's no question about it. So I'm not too worried about it.
And to see Andrew Milner come in a save situation and end up throwing as well as he did. I mean, the guy just throws strikes.
Yeah, and that's what Andrew does every time he goes out there, whether it's starter or relief, and it usually starts. But, we knew that we had only had 4 guys to pitch in a doubleheader today, and we got another game Wednesday and another game, Monday, and all. There's just a lot going on in the next 7 days with us for really important baseball games, so we tried to stretch everybody out as long as we could. We know we probably want to throw Milligan on Wednesday against the Bears, so we didn't want him to throw too many pitches. So I think 19's okay. So we'll go from there.
And so, as you mentioned, coming up on Wednesday. That's going to be a fun one. That's the Eau Claire Bears.
Yep. We're looking forward to it like we always are. It's, they've had our number the last couple times we played them outside of the Billy Noss game, so let's see if we can get back on track and get a win against them.
Yeah, and this time it comes before the Billy Noss game, and so it would be really nice if when you go and take care of business during the Billy Noss game, it becomes a 2-game winning streak there.
Yeah, let's take care.
One at a time, right?
You got to start with the first one, though.
Yes, and you're saying probably Andrew Milner, and then we'll see where we go.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those things. When everybody knows that after the Billy Noss game, we got a big break too. So, we'll approach it as we're going to approach it for the next couple of games.
Well, we will see you on Wednesday at Altoona at Cinder City Park as the Cavs take on the Bears. And we'll be back to wrap some things up here on NLWN-TV. Back here in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility here at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. Rick Olson along with Jay Fall, Dan Petchow, and Amanda Lemler as we brought you today's Cavalier doubleheader. Cavs split with the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks, winning the first one 7-4 and then dropping the second 9-2. Jay, your thoughts?
Well, as Ryan said, two good teams. They're split a doubleheader early in the season. It was just that things did not happen the way the Cavaliers wanted to. Bats went a little bit cold in the second half, but they should be in good shape as they come up on a busy week, and we look forward to being with them for that.
And so that's going to wrap it up from Chippewa Falls. And almost lost track of where I was here. So don't forget to join us on Wednesday on NLWN-TV as we bring you the Cavaliers traveling over to Cinder City Park in Altoona. And the Cavs will be taking on the Eau Claire Bears in a CRBL matchup. That coverage will begin at 6:40 with the In the Dugout show, followed by all the live play-by-play action. That's Cavalier Baseball on Wednesday on NLWN-TV. Also, make sure you join us on Monday, June 8th on NLWN-2 as we bring you Vintage Baseball featuring the Menominee Blue Caps. The Blue Caps will be hosting the Rum River Rovers and the Afton Red Sox from Carson Park. That'll be at Glein Field in Carson Park. Coverage is going to begin on June 8th at 7 p.m. on NLWN-TV. Tomorrow, we are scheduled to bring you Colfax Viking baseball. The Vikings will head to Clear Lake to take on the Clear Lake Warriors. Bullpen show will begin at 4:40 p.m. with the play-by-play action to follow. Of course, that is weather permitting. The Eau Claire Cavaliers want to remind veterans of the United States military that they can get a lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games simply by coming to Carson Park with your veterans identification, and the Cavaliers will be happy to issue you your lifetime pass. It's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service. Today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball games have been brought to you by Marine Credit Union with offices in Eau Claire at 3604 Oakwood Hills Parkway. I'm getting closer to getting it right. Oakwood Hills
It'll
Parkway.
all come together.
Their team is there to guide you. Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Comfort food the way Mom used to make it. Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for Western Wisconsin. Auto Vision Center windshield repair and replacement on North Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Slayton's Technology, official IT provider for the Northern Light Webcasting Network, and the Chippewa Valley Museum in Eau Claire, where you can connect with the roots of the valley in Carson Park. Be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on NLWN-TV. So, for Jay Fall, Dan Petchow, and Amanda Lemler, this is Rick Olson. You've been tuned to Talkin' Baseball on NLWN-TV.
You have been tuned to Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game. This has been a presentation of NLWN-TV.
In the heart of a small town where the rivers flow, there's a spirit rising up and it's starting to grow. Carson Park's the place where dreams come alive. Eau Claire Cavaliers, the reason we thrive. With the crack of the bat and the roar of the crowd, we spell baseball magic and we shout it out loud. For over 50 years of history, pride and cheer in this town, we're all family, the love sincere. Eau Claire Cavaliers, we wear it with pride. Big time baseball in a small town ride. From the bases to the bleachers, hear the fans sing. For the love of the game, together we bring. In this town standing tall, we always belong. With Eau Claire Cavaliers, we'll keep singing our song. Through the ups and the downs, we'll face every fight. With grit in our hearts, we'll shine ever bright. Eau Claire Cavaliers, we wear it with pride. Big time baseball in a small town ride. From the bases to the bleachers, hear the fans sing. For the love of the game, together we bring. So raise up your voices, let the stories be told. In Eau Claire's pure heart, our legacy bold. With the Cavaliers shining like stars in the night. Big time in a small town, forever in our sight.